Hey everybody. So you can't see, well, maybe you can kind of see when I talk. I was gonna say you can't see when I talk, but you actually can. So I want to do a video because I was thinking about masks, which this mask, it was made from the bottom of a t-shirt. If you see, this is like the bottom, and I cut it and then made these like strings. That side is like not even. But made these strings, left these strings to be able to tie behind my head. But I kind of was wondering how I sound with a mask on. I will like get a phone call while I'm out on a walk or whatever from a friend, and I always am like screaming because I don't know if he, like I have these headphones and I don't know if he can actually hear me or if the person on the other end can actually hear me. So I'll be like, can you hear me? And I'm just like really loud, but I think that it almost kind of comes through kind of clear, or maybe not, I don't know. But I also think that my voice changes with this on to where it doesn't sound like me. And so I wonder how like we all sound, or if we all, like the voice I'm hearing in my head as I'm talking sounds different than my normal voice. And so I wonder if like everybody like feels like their voice sounds different or not. I almost feel like I'm like Bain from Dark Knight, Batman Dark Knight Rises, where he talks like this. That doesn't even how I sound, but where he's like standing in front of, I think it's a courthouse, and like convincing everybody that the rich people are bad and to take over the city of Gotham. Quick story, well, it probably won't be quick, but whenever that came out, I was living in New York on the streets and had actually met, this is such a weird thing, I had actually met a billionaire, and he wanted, like, we saw each other a few times, we met up a few times. He was a super nice guy overall. He just was very different than anybody I'd ever met before. Like, it was almost like he was very, very out of touch. He was very out of touch, but really nice guy. Anyway, we went, like, he knew I loved Batman, and so he wanted to make sure that I got to go see Dark Knight Rises, and so I went with him and someone I think he was in investment banking or something. Anyway, some kind of guy that owned some kind of investment banking thing. They were both super rich, and like whenever Bain was on, they acted very, very uncomfortable with it all. And then whenever we left, the guy that I was going to see the movie with was cool, but he kind of seemed unnerved a little. But the other guy was very unnerved, and he was like, this movie was ridiculous. I don't know what message they're trying to say, but it almost seems like they want to kill people and take their money. And I was just like, so anyway, so I'm wearing this mask a lot, and I think everybody is, so I wanted to do a video with the mask on. I try to take it off like whenever I'm outdoors some, just to get fresh air, but like even here, like there's not a lot of people out still, and we're still on lockdown in California, but even here, like I'm kind of scared to take it off because I don't want to catch anything, and I don't want to be the person that ends up like getting someone else sick. So I'll take it off as long as there's like nobody else around, but then I put it back on after a little bit. But it's nice to be able to get outdoors and walk around, and like I said, I wanted to do, there's a bug. I wanted to do a video with it on, just to kind of, I guess, capture the moment. Right now I am, if you've been keeping up, also I don't even do introductions anymore. Hey everybody, I'm Jer. But if you've been watching videos, you know that I've been kind of struggling and going through some challenges, and then this has made it much worse because I can't like go to a gym and shower because gyms are closed. And so I was staying at a cheap motel here, but then I found an Airbnb that was like the motel ended up being close to 60 bucks a night. The Airbnb is right around 30, a little bit more than 30 a night. So I started staying at an Airbnb, but I got there and got into the room and it stinks so bad. It's disgusting. Like, it smells like sulfur. It's like almost smells like there's a sewage backup or something. Thankfully I had a little bit of extra money, so I was able to go to the store and get some air fresheners, and I don't want to complain because I'm super thankful that I have a bed to sleep in, and this room actually has a bathroom connected to it, and so I can go in there and shower and stuff. The bathroom is what really stinks, is like really what's bad. And like I said, I'm super thankful I can sleep, and I got some air fresheners and that helps some, but wow, it is really, really bad. It is just like you step into the room and it just hits you. And me, whenever I'm having to smell something like that, like a odor that's just really bad, sorry. Whenever I'm having to smell like an odor that's really bad, like I end up getting a headache, and so that's not good. So it's good to just get out and get some fresh air and do this. Also, on my last video, I cut it short because there was no Wi-Fi, and I was trying to do a watch of the Hollywood on Netflix. I finally finished the show. It is so good, and I love it because Jeremy Pope plays a writer who is gay in Hollywood, like way back in time, and I don't know, I'm just thankful for any gay presence in movies or TV shows, because we need that. We need the representation. We need representation for LGBT plus community, LGBTQ plus community, and representation for people of color, and this show did that, and I'm super thankful for it. It's about Hollywood back in the day, like the golden years of Hollywood, and they kind of rewrite history, like as if like it was more accepted, and it turned out better than what it did. It's still not where this show like puts us, but it was just good. It was just nice to see. A good show. I enjoyed it. If you haven't, watch it. It's Hollywood on Netflix. Yeah, and what else is happening? I'm just waiting for this lawsuit to finish up, to get started and then finish up, and my attorneys are trying their hardest to figure out anything and get this worked out, so hopefully soon that'll like get started and get resolved. It's just that this coronavirus stuff is like slowed everything down. And yeah. What else? Yeah, just trying to make everything work as best as we can. Writing, I say we, but it's me. Writing, I'm writing my first book. I'm trying not to talk about it because I've tried to write before. I've tried to write both nonfiction about my life and then fiction. And whenever I start talking about it too much, I end up getting it kind of jinxes it. So I'm hoping that this doesn't jinx it. I'm just not going to talk about it a lot and just finish it and get it done. Trying to use my time for other things that are good instead of just being negative and being in like a negative spot and dreading life and being depressed. And writing helps with that. Doing these videos helps with that. And just not talking about everything that's depressing all the time. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I hope you all are doing great. And I think that's all I have to say. All right. Hopefully you can hear throughout this video. We'll see, I guess. If you can hear me and if you're able to hear with my mask on, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I'm not going to rewatch this because I hate rewatching my videos, but if you can hear me. And also, how do you sound with the mask on? Do you think you sound weird, or do you sound normal, or what? All right. I love you all. If you haven't yet liked the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye.